Alright, you guys, I've always wanted to measure the decibels for all my bikes. So we're starting with the H2 because I haven't started in a minute, so I need to warm it up. And yeah, start it up. So hopefully it starts, fingers crossed. I'm gonna do all my bikes about the same, which is kind of like holding it, I don't even know how far that is, but kind of like maybe measure this from the head and just kind of flip it. That might be a little too loud, but alright. I did the measurements and moved it back and forth a little bit just to do that. I'll try to do that with all the bikes, and then I'll put all the videos together and put it in one video. But now we know that the H2 is around like 115, I want to say. As soon as the bike gets to, which is right now a little over 100 degrees, you know, when it idles down a little bit, I'm gonna measure it again. Hopefully we don't suffocate in here, but so even when the bike idles down a little bit, it's still like very loud. So it's about the same, around 115, 116 decibels for the H2 with the Brock's full system exhaust. Alright, you guys, this time we're doing the Aprilia. This is going to be a little weird because I'm going to be like, oh, now we're doing this, which it's going to be all in one video back to back for you guys, but this is a different day. I don't want to start all my bikes all on the same day because, you know, I don't want my neighbors to completely hate me. It's going to be obnoxious and it's going to be suffocating in here. So today I'm riding the Aprilia, and every time I ride a bike, I'm going to do like a cold start. This is going to be a little challenging because I somehow have to hold my phone and start at the same time, but this time we're doing the V4R, so let's get going. Yeah, with this, since I have the Acrono, it's a dual, so I don't know if it's gonna be, obviously it's not gonna be as loud, but oh well. Around 118, I don't even know if you guys can hear me, but it's around 118. We're gonna let it like warm up, see if it idles down a little bit, and do the same thing. I feel like the clutch is louder, but I guess not. Alright, this time we're going to be doing the R1M. I'm going to try to do 2 bikes today because I realized if I do one each time, it's going to take a while. And I need a filmer so we don't struggle like we did with the Ape, where I have to start it and go back to recording right away. Up a little bit, you guys can hear it idle down a little bit, so let's see if it's gonna still stay super high or not. Suffocating here, as you guys saw. This is one of the bikes that do like idle down a lot, like at the start. They're just bugs. It's like, do I have rock chips on the wings of the H2? They're just bugs. I'll clean them in a sec. My OCD kicked in. I guess the R1M is one of the bikes that kind of like start high, warms up the bike, and when it warms up, it idles back down. She started right up. Thanks to the lithium batteries, those help a lot. I feel like they last and are just better in general, cranking up and all that. It's already kind of suffocating here, but we'll do the M1000RR 2 right now. Hopefully my neighbors don't hate me too much, but R1M key, we'll just keep it on the H2 for now. So yeah, we got the M1000RR key. I'm pretty sure this one's not gonna be as loud. This bike, on the other hand, it's one of the bikes that don't really idle down. It kind of like gets quieter as you saw rolling, but when it's kind of just standing still, it's still pretty loud. As you guys saw, it only went down like maybe 1 or 2 decibels, even though it, you know, got pretty warm, and now it's suffocating here. So, all right, down to my last few bikes. Now we're going to be doing the Super Duke. This is by far the quietest one because it does not have a full system. All the other bikes either have a full system or are completely decatted, so technically they're all straight piped. This one just has a slip-on, so it has the entire resonator, the cats, all that stuff. Without further ado, it's a little tight in here. Good news is this is push to start, so easy. I'm doing multiple bikes today because I am trying to rush this video because it's taking way longer than it should have, but as I said, they're very loud, as you guys can see, so I don't want the neighbors to completely hate me. But the Rush is definitely... I think the battery's completely shut on the Rush. Yeah, it's on. Completely nothing. Well, that's of hell. Alright, take 2. We actually ended up bump starting this bike. Now it is starting. That's great. Battery's good. Perfect. It charged up when I rode it last time. I still think this is one of my loudest bikes. So it does have a dual exhaust, so this is going to be the first time where it's kind of interesting. As I said, this is one of the loudest ones, but we'll do the comparison with all of them. It's suffocating in here now, but this is the Rush to the next bike. All right, it's time for the Fireblade. I think this is one of my loudest bikes, so let's see what the decibel reader is gonna say. Last but not least, the moment everyone's been waiting for, including myself, the H2R. Let's see how loud this bike really is. If you guys don't know, this is the OEM full titanium exhaust from Kawasaki, specifically made for this H2R. Since it's a full-on race bike, it can come with a full, proper exhaust system, just like most of the aftermarket ones on the bikes that we've already tested. So yeah.